Hey, what's going on? It's Coach Donald here. I'm with my friend Jordan Robarge. We got a nice little 6 1/4 mile run. I obtained some battle wounds. Hey, look, I'm actually a pretty athletic guy, but I had some really unathletic shit earlier, and I fell tripping over something that I should not have tripped over. So I got a little banged up, but we had a good run, got to chat it up a lot. And so Jordan runs Nancy's Revival and Revival Chili. Nancy's Revival is Nancy's restaurant in Wilkinsburg that he recently purchased. And so, Jordan, tell us a bit about, Revival Chili, Nancy's Revival.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for having me. It was a wonderful running. I was behind you when you tripped and fell, but don't worry, it was not that unathletic. So I started my food truck, Revival Chili, back in, we got the food truck up and running in operation in May of 2017. And then I actually purchased Nancy's in October of 2018. So I'm coming almost hitting two years here owning Nancy's. We're at like 1 year, 9 months. But I started the Revival Chili business actually with the intention of only hiring those people that have previously spent time in jail. I recognize, I'm extremely fortunate in my life. I ended up getting arrested and convicted of underage drinking in college actually. I went to UVA and didn't think that was going to have an impact on me, but I did not get a single job offer coming out of college. And it really just started opening my eyes to the complete mess of a system that is run within the United States. And so that's why I started my business with the belief that a lot of these people that are spending time in jail have an entrepreneurial spirit and the survivability that a lot of people just don't have, but that's what lands them in jail. So I started with the mission of hiring those people. When we bought Nancy's, we expanded it to anyone with barriers to employment, period. Okay. So we basically take a model similar to Greystone Bakery in the fact of I'll just keep a list, and if we have something that opens up, I'll call, see if they're still interested in giving it a try, and we just give everyone the opportunity, and then try to help them grow through job stability and knowing you have a consistent paycheck coming in. Okay. Everyone starts, when you get onto the payroll, everyone starts at $12 an hour, so pretty reasonable, and then you can grow within the business. So last year we started doing our legit programming that we host at the diner. Last year we started with 6 months of life skills classes. We did one every 2 weeks for 6 months, and we were really excited. We were going to start our next phase of the classes, our programming, on April 6th. And so, COVID hits 2 weeks before that. It's nope, can't do that anymore. And obviously we could, and we've been thinking a lot now since it keeps getting extended about moving that to online, but a big experience, a big portion of the programming was going to be split into 2 pieces. Emotional and social intelligence was going to be the first 6 weeks, and such a big part of that being in a group setting, a small group setting, sitting in a circle, having these open conversations is a lot different than doing it on Zoom.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then the second 10 weeks of this next phase of programming was going to be full entrepreneurship crash course, fill out worksheets, so then at the end be able to form a business plan if you have a business idea based on a lot of the stuff that we did. Okay. So that was what we were. So that's a brief. I try to encapsulate my business as quickly as possible. When COVID hit, if I'm rambling and have any specific questions, but we had to delay our classes. So instead we launched a new initiative called Revival Relief, which we raised some money to provide free meals to first responders and other essential workers.
So that's what those meals were like when I came down there to go.
Yes.
So I get chili wholesale from Jordan with this cornbread. It's fire. And you had all that food laid out in the restaurant. Yeah. Is that what that was a part of?
Yeah, absolutely. So we did, that day it was something like 100 meals we were delivering, but we have these square containers, compostable containers that we just pre-packaged a meal. You get your cornbread, your chili, some of your toppings, depending. We have 4 different types of chili. So we do 4 different box meals. Either comes with rice or cornbread and then toppings, and that's what our standard menu on a food truck is. And so we raised some money to provide free meals, raise the money to provide the free meals, and ensure that we could still continue to pay our employees. Okay, yeah. Because obviously, the government did their whole thing, but
$1,200 won't get you but so far.
and you know, they help small business too, but that only goes so far. So we did this to ensure we could continue providing our employees employment during this time. Obviously, unemployment is a huge problem in itself. So we're just about winding down now. We delivered about 2,300 meals, and it had a phenomenal time. I mean, it was so much fun because we did that, and we worked with 412 Food Rescue at one point to do like 300 meals to some low-income neighborhood, low-income areas, and then we also went to other locations like the Power Women's Recovery Center. So it wasn't just, we did a lot of first responders, but I very quickly realized that UPMC does not need more donations than they are already getting, which is a quick sidetrack. Like, we went to UPMC McKeesport, and our donation to them was in mid-May. So this is like 2 months into COVID. They had UPMC McKeesport had not received a single donation.
Wow.
Versus, like, I talked with Passivon in early April, like a month into COVID, and they're like trying to figure out their schedule of like, oh well, we can only fit your donations in on this day or this day. So just, it was really interesting to see UPMC McKeesport 2 months in. It's still UPMC, but just based on where it is, no donations.
Wow.
Passivon, meanwhile, has to freaking make a schedule of like all the donations that they're getting. So it was interesting to see like those different things. So I very quickly was like, all right, I don't need to go to some of these UPMCs. So then we started working with rehab centers and elderly care centers. We did a lot of donations there. So a lot of places are being overlooked, but also still getting hit hard. I mean, they're caring like for the most the highest risk population in a lot of those care and rehab centers, and so they were just, the emails we got like thanking you and the smiles that I would see like when we deliver these meals, and just getting to like interact with those people was a lot of fun.
Are these things that you guys are still doing? Like, how have you shifted things, you know, kind of exiting the shutdown period?
Yeah, so with the food truck, for example, everything was canceled, so we had to redo our entire model. All events were canceled, so now we've been doing a lot of neighborhoods. So I'll like reach out to, or I'll do both like personal connections that I might go and like flyer an entire neighborhood to like prep for the truck to go there a day, or we can work with apartment complexes as well. Our takeout business, we've only been doing takeout delivery. We never really considered opening back up, even when that was an option for some restaurants, because it's just stupid. Like, you're just put so many people at risk, and I mean that's why we've seen the spike now. Like, back up a month later, we're hitting record number of cases. Like, did you not think that was going to happen? So, and our takeout delivery business from the diner was really bad the first couple weeks, but over the first 8 weeks of COVID, it just steadily increased. So now we're doing pretty good. We can get by with takeout delivery. The food truck had to like redo that entire model, find new places. So the Revival Relief was kind of just fit into all as we were figuring all of that out. So we're kind of winding it down now. We did do we raised some money online platform. That's shut down now though. So like I said, we're kind of winding it down because we now have figured out how to manage this landscape of like what is COVID, how it's impacting our food business. I mean, that was one of the most hardest hit industries. I don't know if you saw recently, but Governor Tom Wolf recently opened up $225 million for small business grants and loans. And I was filling out the application, and it made me go back through my numbers, looking from March to May 2019, March to May 2020. I literally did 50% of business. Like, my revenue went down by 50%, which is like, I knew it was a lot less, but like, that's a lot.
I mean, I could I could certainly empathize with that.
Yes,
with that
you
feeling.
As a business owner definitely understand.
It was
just
really
as
ugly.
much. It was not good. It
But
was not good.
So you're located over on South Avenue, and then your food truck, you guys go around. So how can people come out and support Nancy's and be able to help support that mission of being able to help people who have those barriers of employment, and being able to support the community work that you do?
Absolutely. Well, thank you. So takeout delivery, we're on Grubhub, DoorDash. So you can find us on those. I try to keep the food truck schedule updated as to where that will be on our website at revivalchili.com. You can go to like the visit tab, and I have a full calendar where the food truck's going to be. We're actually at Helltown Export right now. My trailer manager, Peter, he has pink hair. He's a phenomenal human being. He is very nice. So you'll normally find Peter with the truck, and I'll be helping out with the diner and the truck, and just kind of where needed the most.
Cool beans. So check them out online for Nancy's Revival. Check out the food truck schedule. Go support. They're a really good business here in Wilkinsburg, so check them out. Thanks for the run. Thanks for watching. If you know anybody that I should run with, work out with, tag them in the comments. I'd love to do a short interview with you, with somebody else, about what you do in the community and how you help make all of our lives better. So
thanks, Donald. This was wonderful. Thanks for having me.
Cool beans. Peace.